Life has a way of throwing storms at us when we least expect them. One moment the waters are calm, and the next the winds howl, the waves rise, and everything feels like it's crashing down. In those moments, when fear grips our hearts and doubt clouds our minds, it's easy to feel alone, like we're just drifting, powerless against the chaos. But what if the storm isn't meant to destroy us? What if it's meant to strengthen us? What if there is a hand, unseen but ever present, guiding us through the darkest nights and the wildest waves? There's a reason sailors trust their compass, even when the skies are too dark to see the stars. The compass doesn't shout, it doesn't argue with the wind, it simply points north, steady and unwavering. Life works the same way. No matter how lost you feel, there is always a direction, a purpose, a steady hand pulling you forward. The storm might be loud, but you don't have to listen to it. Fear will whisper that you are alone, but you aren't. Doubt will try to convince you that you'll never make it through, but you will. Strength isn't about never feeling weak. It's about holding on even when weakness creeps in. The most powerful moments of growth don't come from standing in the sunshine. They come from learning how to stand when the rain won't stop falling. Think about the moments in your life when you thought you couldn't go on, yet somehow you did. The moments when you were sure the road had ended, but somehow a new path appeared. You weren't alone then, and you're not alone now. There is a force greater than the wind and stronger than the waves, leading you through even when you can't see the way. The storm is not here to sink you, it's here to show you that you are stronger than the waves that try to pull you under. Keep going, keep trusting. Even when you can't see the shore, know that you're being guided toward it. And one day, when the storm has passed and the sun breaks through the clouds again, you'll look back and realize it was never the storm that defined you, but the strength you found in the middle of it. Life is unpredictable. One moment everything feels secure, and the next you're standing in the middle of a storm you never saw coming. The winds of uncertainty shake your foundation, and the waves of struggle threaten to pull you under. It's in these moments that doubt creeps in, whispering that you are alone, that this storm will never pass, that you don't have what it takes to make it through. But if you look back at your journey, you'll realize something powerful. You have faced storms before, and yet you are still standing. The truth is, struggles are not punishments, they are pathways. Every storm you've encountered has shaped you, strengthened you, and prepared you for what's ahead. Pain, loss, and setbacks are not the end of your story. They are the moments where transformation begins. Just like fire refines gold, adversity refines you, stripping away fear and revealing a strength you didn't even know you had. The storm isn't here to destroy you, it's here to teach you how to rise. Think about the strongest people you know. Are they strong because life was easy, or are they strong because they learned how to stand in the middle of the storm and keep going? The people who inspire us the most are not those who never faced hardship, but those who refuse to let hardship define them. Every great story has a moment of struggle before the breakthrough. Every hero has a battle before the victory. And every life that shines with resilience has walked through storms and chosen to keep walking. When the sky darkens and the road ahead is unclear, remember this: storms may come, but they do not have the final say. Fear may roar, but it is not your compass. The wind may push you, but you are not powerless. Hold on to the quiet, steady force that has guided you through every challenge before. You are not lost. You are being shaped. You are not alone. You are being led. And when the storm finally breaks and the skies clear again, you will see that you were never abandoned. You were always being prepared. There are moments in life when the weight of the storm feels unbearable, the kind of moments where silence feels louder than words, and no matter how many people surround you, loneliness creeps in like an unwelcome shadow. It's easy to believe that no one understands, that no one sees the battle you're fighting. The storm has a way of making you feel like you are standing alone in the middle of a raging sea with no shore in sight. But that feeling, that belief, it is the greatest illusion of all. You are never truly alone. Even when the world seems indifferent to your pain, even when you feel unseen and unheard, there is a presence that has never left your side. A guiding force that has walked with you through every dark valley, through every heartbreak, through every sleepless night. Think about the times when you thought you couldn't take another step, and yet somehow you did. The times when you felt lost and yet a way forward appeared. That wasn't luck. That wasn't coincidence. That was a reminder that you have never walked alone, not even for a moment. Strength doesn't come from knowing the exact path ahead. It comes from trusting that even when you can't see the road, you are being led. It's in the quiet moments, in the stillness between the chaos, that you can feel it, the undeniable truth that something greater is holding you up when everything else is falling apart. The same force that has carried you through your worst days is the same force that will guide you through this storm too. So when the waves rise, when the winds howl, when everything in you wants to give up, hold on. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. The storm may make it hard to see, but you are being watched over, protected, and guided. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to have all the answers. Just take one step, then another, and trust that with each step, you are being led towards something greater than you can even imagine. There are times when life feels like a journey without a map, a storm without an end in sight. The road ahead is unclear, and the fear of the unknown grips your heart. You look around for direction, for something, anything that will show you the way, but all you find are questions, uncertainty, and doubt. It's in these moments that trusting what you cannot see becomes the hardest test of all. But just because you can't see the path doesn't mean it's not there. Just because the storm clouds block the sun doesn't mean the sun has disappeared. Think about a compass. It doesn't argue with the wind. It doesn't waver with every storm that comes. It stays steady, pointing north even when the traveler cannot see the destination. Life works the same way. When everything around you feels chaotic, when you feel lost in the storm, there is an unseen force gently pulling you in the right direction. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand attention, but if you quiet the fear, if you silence the doubt, you will feel it. An inner knowing, a quiet nudge, a whisper in the depths of your heart telling you to keep going. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in life happen when you trust what you cannot see. The greatest victories don't come from knowing every step in advance, but from having faith that the next step will appear when you need it. You may not know why the storm is here. You may not understand why certain doors closed, why certain battles had to be fought, or why the road has been so difficult. But trust that there is a purpose in it all. Trust that the force guiding you sees what you cannot see, knows what you do not know, and is leading you somewhere far greater than you ever imagined. The storm may be strong, but the guidance over your life is stronger. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to see the whole picture. Just take the next step, trust the journey, and know that even when you feel lost, you are being led exactly where you need to be. The storm will try to break you with its noise. It will whisper lies in your ear, telling you that you are alone, that you are not strong enough, that this battle is too much for you to handle. It will try to drown you in doubt, in fear, in the illusion that there is no way forward. But the storm is not the truth. The storm is only a test, and tests are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to reveal who you truly are. Fear will always try to convince you that you are powerless, but you are not. Doubt will try to shake your confidence, but you are stronger than you realize. The voices in your mind may scream that you will never make it through, but they do not have the final say. The storm can be loud, but your faith, your strength, and your resilience are louder. You have already survived storms you thought would break you. You have already walked through nights you thought would never end. So why doubt now? Why let fear tell you a story that is not yours? Fear will say, you can't do this, but the truth is, you already are. Doubt will say you are alone, but the truth is you are being guided every step of the way. The storm does not define you. How you stand in the middle of it does. Do not let the noise of fear drown out the truth of who you are. You are capable, you are strong, you are guided. And no matter how fierce the winds may blow, you will rise above them. Hold on, keep walking. The storm will pass, but the strength you gain from it will stay with you forever. Strength is not born in comfort. It is not built on easy days, in moments of certainty, or when everything is going according to plan. True strength is forged in struggle, in the storms that shake you, in the moments that test everything you believe in. Growth does not come when the path is clear. It comes when you have to walk through the unknown, trusting that every step forward is shaping you into something greater. The storm you are facing is not here to break you, it is here to reveal you. It is in the struggle that your resilience is awakened, in the chaos that your courage is tested, and in the uncertainty that your faith becomes unshakable. Look back at your life. The moments that changed you the most were not the easy ones. They were the moments you were forced to rise, to dig deeper, to find a strength within you that you didn't even know existed. It is easy to wish for the storm to end, to pray for the winds to stop and the waves to calm. But what if the storm is the very thing preparing you for something greater? What if, instead of fearing the storm, you embraced it as a teacher, as a force shaping you into the person you are meant to become? The greatest victories in life come to those who refuse to be defeated by the struggle. The strongest souls are the ones who have walked through the fire and emerged not burned, but refined. So stand firm. Do not let the storm convince you that you are weak, because you are not. Do not let the darkness make you forget that light always returns. Every storm eventually passes, but the strength you build in the middle of it stays with you forever. This is your moment, not to break, not to surrender, but to rise. Keep going, keep trusting. The storm is not your enemy, it is your transformation. No storm lasts forever. No matter how fierce the winds, how relentless the rain, or how endless the night may seem, every storm eventually runs out of power. The sky may be covered in thick clouds today, but the sun is still there, waiting to shine again. The waves may be crashing all around you, but the waters will calm. It may feel like you are drowning in the chaos of uncertainty, but this moment, the storm is not permanent. It is just a season, and seasons always change. Pain has a way of making us believe that it will last forever. When you are in the middle of the storm, it is easy to think that this is how life will always be. Hard, overwhelming, exhausting. But think back to the past. Think about the storms you thought would never end, the struggles you thought would never ease, and yet here you are. You have made it through before, and you will make it through again. The storm is not your destination. It is just a passage to something greater. There is a purpose in every storm, even when you cannot see it. There is growth happening in the struggle, even when it feels like all you are doing is surviving. Every challenge, every hardship, every moment of uncertainty is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, more resilient version of yourself. The storm may be testing you, but it is also teaching you. It is preparing you for the next chapter, the breakthrough, the moment when everything will make sense. So hold on. Do not let the storm convince you that this is the end of your story. It is just a chapter, and it is not the final one. The sun will rise again. The path will clear. The peace you are longing for will return. And when it does, you will look back at this storm and realize it didn't destroy you. It made you stronger than you ever thought possible. Keep walking, keep trusting. The storm will pass, but the strength you gain from it will stay with you forever. Your story is not written by the storms you face, but by the way you rise through them. Life will throw challenges your way, unexpected twists that shake your foundation, moments that test your strength, and nights that feel endless. But the storm is not your identity. It is not the definition of who you are. You are not the struggle. You are the fighter within it. You are not the pain. You are the strength that pushes through it. You are not the uncertainty. You are the faith that keeps moving forward even when the path is unclear. Think about the moments that shaped you the most. They were not the easy ones. They were the battles you thought you couldn't survive, the moments you had to dig deep, the times you had to believe in something greater than the storm. Every scar you carry is proof that you have already overcome what was meant to break you. Every struggle you have endured has made you stronger, wiser, more resilient. The storm does not define you. How you stand in it, how you rise from it, that is what shapes your story. When you are in the middle of the storm, it is tempting to let fear take over, to believe that this is all there is. But storms don't last forever, and you are meant for more than just survival. You are meant to grow, to transform, to rise into the person you are destined to be. Every challenge is an opportunity, every struggle is a lesson, and every storm is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, you are being guided towards something greater. So do not let this storm tell you who you are. Do not let it convince you that you are powerless. You are not weak. You are not lost. You are not defeated. You are being strengthened. You are being shaped. And one day, when you look back at this moment, you will not remember the fear. You will remember the courage it took to keep going. You will not remember the doubt. You will remember the faith that carried you through. And you will not remember the storm as something that broke you, but as the moment you realized just how strong you truly are. Keep walking. Keep trusting. The storm will pass, but the person you become because of it will last forever. There will always be storms in life. Some will come with warning signs, and others will appear out of nowhere, shaking everything you thought was steady. The winds will howl, the waves will rise, and the path ahead may seem impossible to navigate. But no matter how fierce the storm, you are never without guidance. Even when you cannot see the way, even when fear tries to convince you that you are alone, there is a force leading you through, a presence that has never left your side. The storm is not here to destroy you, it is here to strengthen you. Every challenge, every hardship, every moment of uncertainty is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. You are not just enduring the storm, you are growing through it. And when the skies finally clear, when the calm returns, you will not be the same person who entered the storm. You will be stronger, wiser, more resilient. There is a plan for your life greater than the storm you are facing. The obstacles in your way are not there to stop you, they are there to prepare you. The struggles are not pointless, they are refining you. The journey is not meant to break you, it is meant to build you into someone who stands unshaken, no matter how hard the winds blow. So take a deep breath and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You do not need to have all the answers, you do not need to see the entire path. You just need to take one step and then another, knowing that every step forward is guided. Hold on to faith when fear tries to shake you. Hold on to courage when doubt tries to silence you. Hold on to the truth that you are never walking this road alone. And when this storm passes, as all storms eventually do, you will look back and see that you were never abandoned. You will see that even in the darkest moments, you were being carried, and you will stand stronger, knowing that no storm will ever be greater than the guidance that is leading you through. Keep walking. Keep believing. The storm is only temporary, but the strength you gain from it will last a lifetime.